So I'm gonna take this styling head from the dollar store and turn her into Katrina from the movie Vamp, because it's one of my favorite movies. And considering that this is from the dollar store, it's actually fairly high quality, at least compared to the last dollar store styling head that I customized. And she came with a bunch of little hair clips that I am keeping, in case I need them for something. And again, I think this is a fairly high quality styling head for the dollar store. I mean, they didn't like root every part of the head, there's bald spots, but that's kind of expected. It's just that her hair isn't like easily falling out. I think I might just be easily impressed. Anyway, here's some pictures of Katrina. Wow, isn't she very cool? Doesn't this make you want to watch the movie? Please? Back to the styling head. I'm cutting her hair off. And as always, I put a rubber band around it so I could save it for future projects if I ever need it. I'm sure I'll find something to do with it eventually. This is the point where I really started to get annoyed with the high quality of this hair. I cut a hole in the back of her head so I could pull out the rest of the hair. It didn't work, so I gave up and I sanded her so that the paint would stick to it. So the next part of this is that the actress who plays Katrina has a very different face shape than this styling head, and if I didn't change that, it was going to annoy me really bad. So this is the actress, Grace Jones. She's very pretty, and I would be very upset if I didn't make this look more like her. And I tried my best. It didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to, though. I used air dry clay, which I don't know if that was the best thing to use, but I tried to build up the face shapes a bit more, and I painted it white. I always end up forgetting to record the process of me painting, and usually when I do remember, it ends up being basically out of frame when I'm doing it. You get to watch me put down the base coat of red on her lips. It cuts to the full thing being done, so you didn't get to see much of it. Then I sketched on the eyes. They're not even, and I know that, but I noticed too late to fix it. It definitely could have been better if I spent a little more time on it. But I didn't. I moved on to the designs that she has on her body, and I don't think I got these exactly accurate because I was just looking at still images. I think I should have rewatched the movie to look at where all of these were. They're also a little bit uneven because I was just freehanding, but I actually filmed a lot of the process of me doing this, so you get to watch me freehanding lines on her back. This isn't like the highest quality paint pen, so I had to keep going off screen to push down on it so that the paint would actually come out of the pen. And now you can see me filling in all of the different areas with white paint. And this took so many layers because it's thin paint. I should have just put down like a base coat of gesso maybe? I don't know. Since there's so much footage of me painting all of these white lines, I can talk about the movie Vamp for a little bit. Most of the reviews that I've seen for Vamp are people saying that it's a bad movie, and I disagree. I think that it's a great movie, and it's campy and silly, and people just can't appreciate it. I'm sorry that you can't handle the vampire strip club. That's a you problem. Most of the movie does take place in a strip club, by the way. But don't you think that's a fun setting to have vampires in? I think it's a fun movie that everyone should watch and appreciate. So, back to the styling head. I'm using this red wig that I don't wear, and I'm crimping it because as far as I can tell, Katrina's wig is crimped. I cut a bunch of it off so that it would fit on her head, and then I just hot glued it on, so all of the hair that was still in her head didn't matter, but it bothered me. And then I cut it shorter, which looks like a mess, but I used a steamer on it, which you didn't get to see, and I glued down the hairline. You can see a bit of the net for the wig, just ignore that. And here she is with a bunch of my other horror items. I still think she turned out pretty cool, even though I didn't do the best job on the face. And seeing this custom and hearing my description of the movie, it probably makes you want to watch it and see how good it is, right?